Hello everyone, my name is Marley Frazier and today I will be presenting my phenology project. So what is phenology? Well, phenology is the study of seasonal biological events, like leaf color change and leaf drop, also how they're influenced by environmental factors. I focused on the McVicker microclimate, which is also known as the highest elevation point on campus, and elevation can affect things like wind, shade, and temperature, so our trees may behave differently given the ecosystem that they're in when compared to other trees. Given this background, I wanted to know how temperature relates to leaflessness during the fall season for the different species in the McVicker microclimate. My hypothesis is that as temperature decreases, the percent leaflessness will increase for all 4 trees. I observed 4 trees at McVicker, the southern red oak, Japanese cherry blossom, and 2 star magnolias. From August through late November, I collected microclimate and phenophase data 3 times a week. The measurements included temperature, wind, cloud cover, and shade, soil moisture, and also percent leaflessness, which was phenophase 2. When analyzing the data, I focused on the relationship between temperature and percent leaflessness. I combined all of the measurements into a single data set and used linear regression to determine how strongly temperature predicts the leaflessness for each species. I was on the right track with the hypothesis because the scatter plot shows the clear seasonal patterns, and across all species, the leaflessness did generally increase as the temperature declined from late summer into fall. The strength of the R-squared values varied by species. It ranged from approximately 0.03 to 0.04. So this is about 33 to 41% variation in leaflessness depending on the trees. The southern red oak, which was also the largest tree, maintained most of its leaves even as the temperature decreased greatly and showed the slowest rate of leaf loss amongst the 4 trees. As you can see on the graph, its regression slope was flatter, which suggests that temperature alone was not the sole influence in leaf drop timing. This is in contrast to the Japanese cherry blossom and both of the star magnolias, which showed clear increases in leaflessness as the temperature fell and indicates a stronger relationship to temperature responsiveness. I also found it interesting that the star magnolias, even though they are the same species, they didn't lose their leaves at exactly the same rate, which shows how small differences such as sunlight exposure or even branch structure can influence the phenology within the same microclimate. The results partially supported my hypothesis because temperature does affect leaflessness in the McVicker microclimate. However, the southern red oak was an outlier because it still has most of its leaves to this day, so that suggests that it is resistant to temperature and is influenced by other factors such as being the tallest tree on the highest point on campus and receiving more sunlight, and also the physiology of that specific tree. Thank you for listening.